Okay. Withering Rooms. So I played the demo for this a while back. This is a side-scrolling survival horror game with some roguelike elements. I think, like, the layout of the map can change. A little bit of action RPG in there. Just a little bit. But it still seemed to have that survival horror vibe, at least for most of the early game. It's possible by the end game you just get a lot of equipment and such. Off-screen sounds are depicted with small icons, making them easier to play without audio. Gotta keep that off. It's a good option, though. Gamepad, DualSense, hold to aim, toggle crouch. Kind of prefer to hold to crouch. Depends on what it's on, though. Full input binding editor requires a mouse to use as it allows you to rebind menu navigation functions. Sure. Oh, I think this is the default, like, Unity key rebind thing. Let's just see what we have. D-pad or left stick to move. Down to crouch. Okay, so down as a crouch as a toggle. That's good. I want to run interact, hide, dodge, combat stance. Get in your combat stance. Use tool. Left hand tool. Pause, item shortcuts. Minimap. Pause menu categories. Okay, this all seems pretty basic. English US as opposed to English UK. They know what they did. I can continue. It probably picks up my old save from the demo. Yeah. That's neat. It's been a while though, so I'm gonna start over. Mostein Gatehouse, 1892. In a dream, Nightingale is sent to Mostein Private Asylum by her father. New patients must spend their first night in the gatehouse for observation. It is there that Nightingale first awakens in the dream. Excuse me. Alright. Some furniture can be interacted with. A run button. Strange coins. corpse in a cage. It's blocking a hole in the wall. Some furniture. Oh, triangle to hide. Look at it go. Well, I'm not going that way. Grandfather clock, there's a keyhole in the front. Special placement log. Oh, that's nice. 24th February 1891. Millie Irwood, 13, symptoms. Epilepsy, inappropriate behavior. 5th of May 1891. Emma Bainan, 14, symptoms. Fires, inappropriate behavior. 1st of March 1892. Becca Mason, age 15. Disagreeableness, headaches. 6th of September 1892, Nightingale Williams, age 15, symptoms pending. Inappropriate behavior, you say? Silently peek through the door. Seems okay.
I forgot to set the traps. Where am I? So many years.
Oh. Shouldn't the cage guy be here? Guess he left.
Lord Mostyn.
Oh.
Peter?
Oh, he's got a key on his back.
Oh, Albert. Why am I still here? What?
Gatehouse key, permanent item. Father, David's mind is literally decaying, but he can still be of use. To keep him from wandering the grounds, I've locked the gatehouse doors. I nailed the spare key onto his back in case you need it. You'll have to be sneaky. As an additional safeguard, I've cast a spell on the front garden of the mansion. No undead may pass through. If you're out there, check for the glowing white sigil above the doorway to make sure it's still working. Your ever busy daughter, Margaret. Oh, I missed what it said about the white sigil. I'm gonna hide in the bushes. Lock is broken. Empty jar. Hello. Chocolate cake. Cool. You look lost. First time in the dream? I'm Becca. I'm afraid you've stumbled into something you probably shouldn't have. We're having a sort of celebration to welcome a new member of our little club. You see, we're witches. In the dreary waking world, there's no magic. But here, magic is real. I'm sure it's all terribly confusing. You need to go to the first witch. She's our leader. You'll find her up ahead by the fireplace. Just answer any questions she has truthfully, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh, and feel free to grab a slice of cake. It's delicious. And moist. You are not supposed to be here. Are you a patient here at Moston Private Asylum? Yes? Did you come from the gatehouse? Yes. You made it all the way here with no assistance? Yes. Liar. Okay, I guess that's technically not true. Withering Rooms. Austin House, 1892, in a dream. The pain of the flame subsides as Nightingale loses consciousness. She awakens in a strange bedroom within Mostein House. Still, in the dream. Snake Eater. Lie or die. I did both. Verify that clock. There's a keyhole in the front. Cleaver. Strike the mannequin. Okay. Okay, we got dodge rolls. Back steps. Heavies. We're Dark Souls now. I'm terribly sorry if I frightened you, but by just appearing like that. I like to observe new arrivals to make sure they're not violently deranged before allowing them out of their room. I'm Margaret Blackett, and I share administration of this asylum with my father, Dr. Robert Blackett. Your name is Nightingale, isn't it? Let me first deeply apologize for you being set on fire as soon as you arrived here. I assure you the responsible party has been severely reprimanded. I'm not familiar with your case history, but you may be wondering if this is all a delusion. I can assure you it's not. You've been drawn into a phenomenon unique to Mostein House. It's a sort of dream, or nightmare. Weeks will pass here during a single night in the real world. I'm sure you have questions. I'll answer as best I am able. It's true. This game was the direct inspiration. The methodology for waking up from the dream is not well understood. Some wake up with ease, with only a vague memory of what occurred here. Others are trapped indefinitely, their comatose bodies slowly rotting in the real world. Dying in the dream provides no release, you'll simply awake anew. As those trapped in the dream rot in the real world, they turn into deranged living corpses here. Unfortunately, the dream accumulates much such unpleasant residents each year. More such. As such, it's critical that you avoid attention until you are properly armed with tools to defend yourself. While dying in the dream is a temporary affair, the experience is still horrible, so you must be careful. In order to invisibly observe you earlier, I used a spirit twig. Simply by snapping the twig in my hand, I'm able to briefly move about as if I were a phantom. In the real world, magic is the provenance of charlatans. But remarkably, in the dream, magic is real. I'm a novice magic user. You want to seek out the filthy wretch to learn more. You know, that filthy wretch. They really know a thing or two. That's why we call him the filthy wretch. I'll let you explore then. The mansion reconfigures itself each night, but you should be able to find me in the study easily enough. I'll leave you with the key to this room and make my exit a different way. Oh, and Nightingale, don't be discouraged if you die. As you have already seen, it's only temporary. It sounds perverse, but death truly is the greatest teacher. See you around. Smoke bomb. Meet Margaret in the study. Okay, so quests. We have a stat sheet. We have a whole stat sheet. Like a proper stat sheet. We even have poise. This truly is Dark Souls. Here's your move list. Got a map. Here's our keys. Old kitchen cleaver, generally used for hacking through thick cuts of meat. Ooh, heavy does double damage. And triple the bleed buildup. Okay. It probably takes twice as long to get out, though. It might take twice as long to get out. However, because it has triple bleed buildup, if bleed is good, then heavy attacks are still worthwhile. That's what I think. Blank scroll. Welsh country houses. Mustine House, situated on a hill in Monmouth between St. Ellie's Church in Breinbach Abbey's ruin was a fascinating and tragic history. Built by coal magnate Alfred Mostein in 1869, the house was initially designed as a country getaway before a series of terrible events led to it becoming the private residence of an American doctor, a cholera clinic, and finally a mental asylum. That is a big house. That's at least 4 floors in the main part. Plus it looks like a pretty large entryway, a large courtyard, and I think the left side of that is the gatehouse. It's where we are at. Pretty big. Get a little wax. He's got a gun.
I forgot.
Got that thing on him. Locked. But oh, there we go. Use the healing item from the healing section. Hi, Allie. Convenient kit packed with healing items. Plus 50% health, heals bleeding, heals poison. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon. I believe you'll do well in the dream. Let me give you a little gift. It's an old ring of mine. If you die in the dream, you'll lose most of your items, but some blessed items, like this ring, will survive from night to night. To thrive here, you ought to receive some magic lessons from my friend the Filthy Wretch. You'll find him in the occult library. It's likely he's locked the door to keep the undead out. Look for a chest with a numerical combination. You should find the combination nearby, perhaps encoded in a simple riddle, something a decaying brain couldn't figure out. Tell me about your father. My father is Dr. Robert Blackett, famed American physician turned Welsh asylum owner. Have you heard of the composer Johann Sebastian Bach? He's my father's favorite. Bach was given a near impossible task by King Frederick of Prussia. Devise the accompaniment to a complicated melody on the spot. You see, King Frederick loved to humiliate visitors to his court in this way, by having them fail at something they were supposedly excellent at. Bach completed the task, much to the amazement of everyone in the room. When I first started learning how to play the piano at the age of 8, my father gave me the same challenge. In fact, he gave me that same challenge every day for 4 years. When I finally had learned enough counterpoint to complete the challenge, he congratulated me for taking 4 years to match what Bach had done in a single night. My father always aspired to match the achievements of his heroes. He just never realized that his hero was really King Frederick, not Bach. I never knew my mother. I was born in China in the wake of the Second Opium War. My father says she died in childbirth, but I'm not sure I believe him. I don't think it matters much. The only thing my mother gave me was this face, which was not always an asset growing up in England. My father wishes to pursue a full-time study of the dream. As such, I'll become the only administrator of the asylum. As for the dream, who can say? It has existed for at least 18 years. I suspect it will be with us forever. I only hope my father's research will find a way to banish these wretched living corpses. Yeah, take a little sip. Some save room vibes. Poncer's Chest. Thank you for your purchase of Poncer's Chest, a unique and exciting new take on the classic game of chess. Before we explain how each unit operates, you'll need to understand some terminology. Perception. As perception increases, the unit can see spirits from a further distance and detect increasingly sophisticated hexes and illusions. Units with higher poise are less likely to be stunned or knocked down by attacks. A speed value of 115 indicates the unit performs all actions 15% faster than normal. Okay, so speed is just a percentage. A luck value of 200 indicates double the likelihood of finding rare or expensive items, as well as 10% more coins found. So luck is also just a percentage increase. It's an alright to frame your stat information in game. Creepy doll, spirit twig. Protective ring, permanent protective ring. 10 HP, 25% bleed resist. Sure, that one. Gnarled magical twig, somewhat hot to the touch. Snap it to become a spirit for 5 seconds. Spirits cannot be seen and are completely invulnerable. Whenever I'm cornered or overwhelmed, I just snap the twig and sneak away. 15 curse damage to caster. An unnerving yet harmless child's doll. Placed to create a distraction or draw attention to something. Lucky that you brought these dolls with you, Priscilla. The fire consumed all of my old toys. Had I been more nostalgic when we moved, perhaps they would have been saved. Oh, there's a lot of shortcuts here. There's a man. Turin. Madness swept Turin. Before the horror began, the city had 8 judges, 10 bishops, and 5 dukes. On the following day, 2 dukes drowned themselves. Then, each duke devoured 1 bishop. Next, 4 judges burned themselves alive. In Turin, but a small handful of judges, bishops, and dukes remained. Okay, so this is the riddle. So 8 judges, 10 bishops, 5 dukes. So two dukes drowned themselves, leaving 3. Then each duke devoured 1 bishop, so minus 3 bishops is 7. Then 4 judges burned themselves alive, leaving us 4. So 4 judges, 7 bishops, and 3 dukes. 4, 7, 3. Got him. What's up with you, man? Oh, Poncher's chest. Unlike traditional chess, where a piece is either alive or dead, units in Poncher's chess can suffer from a variety of temporary afflictions. The unit bleeds at a rate of 2% health per turn and leaves a bloody trail for 15 turns or until they use an appropriate healing item. I'm gonna guess by turn they mean a second. The unit is slowed by 25% and loses 1% health per turn for 30 turns or until they use an appropriate healing item. So that's... Okay, so both bleeding and poison will cost you potentially 30% of your health. What if you need to spin in place? What if you need to twirl? Twirling towards freedom? Paralysis, the unit cannot move for 5 turns. Curse Rot. Inflicted when the unit reaches their curse tolerance, the unit rots internally at a rate of 1 health point per turn until a warding candle is used. The unit is near death and should heal immediately. Any magical healing effects cease to work. Huh. Search the body. Zombie, cholera patient. Offering corrupted finger. Covering them with a sheet doesn't cover up the smell, unfortunately. 35 health. Bleed tolerance 15. Do 3 big hits, huh? Coins, medicinal herbs, corrupted finger. Oh, curious coin with a cross. It's not clear what metal it's made from. Has a subtle iron scent. Who needs money in a dream? As the weeks dragged on and my own motivation to help the guests play out their fantasies waned, I began to understand. A coin is a favor stored for later. Corrupted finger. The filthy finger of a living corpse. She's calling herself the first witch now. Blank sheet of parchment, perfect for crafting a spell. Priscilla has purchased a great heaping pile of blank scrolls, ostensibly from Egypt. We're going to try to craft a magical spell that will let us speak with our dear dead mother. A silly game, to be sure, but what if it works? Wax colored with crocus, a useful ingredient in the production of spells. Albert, the house guard? Never thought of him as flower enthusiast. Must be he has a lady love somewhere. Feel sorry for whoever she is. Harsh. Empty jar. Just an empty jar. Variety of medicinal herbs with proper equipment. Mending a fractured leg is child's play compared to healing the mind, Margaret. Disordered minds must be broken upon the wheel of cold rationality. Interesting, your bedroom key is not a permanent item. This means you have to find it again every time you wake up, which is a little weird because you wake up in the room, so you have to be able to leave the room somehow. Here we go. Knife. Another cholera patient in here. Cuts quickly but has limited range. So it's worse, but maybe faster? Oh, yeah. Red wax. Warding candle. Okay, that's for corruption, right? Gradually heals curse damage. Longer one stays close to it, the faster it heals. Dispels nearby magical traps. Spirits in enchanted armor cannot pass by way it burns. Pass by while it burns. Where'd the maid go? Small curse snuff box. Artifact. Small snuff box. Rather than containing powdered tobacco, it's full of curse residue. Open to become gradually cursed. 1 curse damage per second to wearer. Why would I want that? You'd almost think it was real. Good evening. I'd introduce myself, but people don't generally wear masks if they want their identity to be known. I have been here so long I can scarce remember who I was previously anyway. I no longer have the patience to beat back the ever-growing throngs of animated corpses in this house. As such, I have become something of a merchant. I traffic in all sorts of goods, but my inventory is always changing. What good is gold in this nightmare? A coin is a favor, saved for later. Alright. So we got healing items, crafting, throwing knife, 8 damage. 8 damage is not bad. While throwing knife, though it's extremely dull, it can still be used to great effect in the right hands. Can be picked up and thrown again. Forgot where you left it? Well, too bad. I'm not selling you another one. Fireworks. Old firework left over from a previous bonfire night. Quite loud. Will attract the attention of anyone on the current floor. Also does 30 fire damage. Pipe. Gotta respect the pipe. Apprentice candlestick. Grandfather clock key. That costs 10? A maintenance key that unlocks any grandfather clock in the mansion, allowing for the time to be set. Grandfather clocks are quite loud. Use the clock chimes to attract all three to the same spot. Then had one of my initiate sisters burn them until they had been properly cooked. Ah. So you combine fireworks with the grandfather clock? That's a strat. Puzzle Oracle, permanent treasure. Dial made of dark stone with Roman numerals etched on its face. Found in the Byzantine Labyrinth. When faced with a difficult puzzle, one can choose to instantly solve it using the Oracle. Unfortunately, the device breaks in the process. As oracles are quite scarce, their price will increase with each purchase. Alright. Red life ring. Curse. Oh, max curse tolerance. Ooh, spell damage. Crescent moon painted on it. A dear price must be paid for power. That's a lesson you would have learned in the real world had you survived. 5 speed. Supposedly a ring worn by an ancient cult of Hermes. I've managed to turn Father's old collection of rings into functional magical artifacts in the dream. If only he were alive so I could show him. The color red seems to hold a place of primacy in the dream. Perhaps it's a reflection of ancient custom when man made blood sacrifices to the gods. Okay. I'm mostly interested in grandfather clock key because it's permanent. Like right now, what I want is permanent items. So I basically have to concede. Will to cover off the mirror? Sure. Basically have to concede that, I'm going to die. Like, I'm not gonna finish my first run. So what I'm looking for is information and permanent equipment. Welsh country houses. Alfred Mostyn of a Lancaster was born of modest means. He managed to build a coal mine empire after he was bequeathed a small plot in southeast Wales by his uncle. Like many newly rich, Alfred hoped for a more leisurely, aristocratic life for his children. So off went his twins, Peter and Priscilla, to England for a proper education. In 1869, Mostyn started construction on a country home halfway between the mine and Oxford, where Peter was pursuing a classics degree. Just like Souls games? Mostly, yeah. Souls games don't eat your equipment and rearrange the level when you die, though. Oh, hi. Hello. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good. That's poison. Don't mind me. I just want to search this. Do.
Who is this now?
Oh, get out of here. Okay. It's about 50%. There he goes.
Lord Mostyn will not be pleased. Horrible dust. So much. How did you get in?
He's just so short. Yeah, just let the bleed do its work. Search that body. Maid, Charlotte. Charlotte did always like to help in the kitchen, didn't she? Poison leaf. Oh. What's the locked room? The Night Mother remembers, we are her bricks and blood is her mortar. Oh, a new visitor to our dream. How exciting. Oh, that's a sigil on his face. I don't have a name exactly, but most folks around here call me the Filthy Wretch. I consider myself a tutor of sorts in the occult arts. You seem like you would make a fine student. Before we get started, I have one small request which you might find a bit off-putting. I'd like you to bring me a corrupted finger, freshly clipped from one of the undead. Now don't look so scandalized, you don't even know what it's for. I'd suggest targeting one of the sleeping zombies. I appreciate this is an unusual and difficult request, but I assure you the end result will be worth it. Well, good news. Excellent. I won't ask where you got it. Now, what I'd like you to do is eat the finger. Just kidding, people. Such body parts are a valuable commodity with many uses in the dream, as in life. You see the stone shrine in this room? A curious ancient thing. Place the finger into its basin to activate it. It will help you remember items you might otherwise have forgotten each night. You'll find shrines like these throughout the mansion. Just as no two people are alike, so are the shrines. Each one will require a different offering to activate. Each new shrine you activate will allow you to remember one additional item. Return to me, pupil, once you have activated the shrine. Okay. So this is how you, this is how you carry over equipment. Plus one item remembrance slot. So what you want to take over is probably a ring. Alfred Mostein was fond of saying he was an 18th century man born in the 19th century. Thus, Mostein House was fitted with the latest technology, like gaslighting had a distinctively Baroque sensibility. Notoriously thrifty, Alfred filled the estate with replicas of expensive paintings and plaster copies of famous statues. Upon its opening in 1871, early visitors split on whether the interior was beautiful or tasteless. While Alfred was away during the summer of 1872, disgruntled mine workers burned his primary Merthyr Tydfil residence to the ground. Worse still, his sister was inside and perished in the fire. Having put nearly all his financial resources into the construction of Mostein House, Alfred had no choice but to move full-time into his country house. Other terrible events soon followed. Table for pressing wax. Our next lesson will be the casting of spells. You may be skeptical about the existence of magic in the real world, but there is no doubting its power in the dream. Hold this blue scroll, focus your attention on the seal, and imagine it breaking while you wave your hand over it. The seal will break, and the magical energies contained within consume the scroll and escape. This blue scroll is a protection spell, giving you an invisible suit of armor that will absorb a few hits before dissipating. There is a price, however. Using magic will cause one to become slightly cursed. The effects are numerous. Graying of the skin, and increased awareness of paranormal activity nearby. Next, strange and horrific sights previously hidden will reveal themselves. Everyone has a tolerance for being cursed, which if exceeded, leads to a rather rapid internal rotting process. In that case, using a warding candle immediately to reduce your cursedness. Enough prattle. Give that spell a try and then see me when you're ready to learn more. Where is it? Oh. Envelops the caster in magical armor that will absorb all physical damage until depleted. I call upon Sabnok to further furnish me with a suit of protective armor. Adds 25 armor, maximum of 100, 15 curse damage to caster. Oh, it's in my hand. Become slightly cursed. As your curse level increases, stranger things will happen. To craft your own spells, you'll need a grimoire. It so happens I have an extra beginner's grimoire you may have. You can use that table over there to create your spells. Here's a blank scroll. You'll need to find some wax. Come see me when you're done. Okay, one of each candle is a warding candle. Door hex spell. Places a hex upon a door. Anyone who opens it will be engulfed in a cloud of cursed energy. The effect lingers for several seconds. The hex is only visible to its creator and can be dispelled with a warding candle. I call upon Marbus for his skill in the mechanical arts to protect this door. 50 curse damage, 25 physical damage, 100 poise impact. Armor. Dummy spell. Summons a lifelike dummy of the caster, which will attract enemy attention until it's destroyed. Health of the dummy scales with spell damage. I'd like more armor, please. What? Was that a curse effect? We go in eternal darkness in here? Taught you everything I can for now. To continue your studies in the occult, you'll need to find the first witch in the basement. Here's the east stairwell key. Before heading down, you might talk to Margaret Blackett. She mentioned needing something from down there. Be warned that someone has tampered with the gas pipes in the basement. All the lights are out. And the basement is not somewhere you want to be without a light. Smoke bomb. Small passage under the curio cabinet. Crawl through? Yeah, sure. Seems sound. Tactics manual. Fade out attacks by dodging at the last second, then heavy attack to close the distance. Use a yellow dummy spell to create a distraction and attack from behind. Briefly hide under furniture to avoid projectiles or charging enemies. Cast a red hex on a door or wardrobe, then place a doll nearby to attract attention to it. Use sound to your advantage. Fireworks can gather all enemies to a location of your choosing. Running is a good local noise-making option if you have nothing else. Tailor the rings you wear to your preferred combat style to maximize damage. Addendum, April 1891. In order to weed out dull initiates, this manual is no longer to be given out. Tactical dummy. A lot of hiding spots in here. What's up, Turbo? Evasion Codex. Artifacts. Describes an incantation to recite while dodging. It briefly transforms the caster into a spirit, rendering them impervious to all attacks. She really thinks rolling about on the floor makes her impossible to hit? Yes. The tactical dummy? I thought I would have a bunch of scopes on it. So it can see better, you know? There's a brief window of invulnerability. 2 curse damage to wear. Every time you roll, or? Oh yeah, that's every time you roll. No, we're not doing that. Moonless, formless paths connect the past and the present. Light this candle to open a path. So long as you do not leave this room, death will return you to this moment. Oh. It is critical the initiate activates the shrine prior to beginning training, otherwise the night will be wasted. For successful training, the initiate should 1. Activate the mirror shrine. 2. Pull the chain to release the training assistant. 3. Engage in combat. 4. Die. 5. Repeat. Explain to the initiate that if they defeat the training assistant and would like to restart, they can take advantage of the Iron Maiden in the room. Addendum, October 1891. As initiates are now barred from using mirror shrines, this training is no longer to be used under any circumstances. Is this a Eurojank or a Merajank? I don't know. I think it's... I think it's a Merajank. Could be Eurojank. Its only voice language is English. But there is an option for English UK in the options, so let's get on with it. Ow. Ow. Ah! No! Danger. Okay. You have no iframes on your dodges, so... Ring the bell? Ah. Make noise. Let's close the door. Yeah, this works pretty well. Until he charges, of course. I don't know. Never really heard much else on it. Bleeding. I don't think I can get rid of that. But yeah, I can. Search the body. Heavy zombie. Collar a patient. Corrupted heart, corrupted finger. Now here's a proper brute. She's got the idea for the shield from seeing Albert all dressed up in armor. I got a shield. Decorative shield purportedly Viking in origin. Can block most attacks, although will eventually break. Poise increases effectiveness. Alright, cool. I don't know if that was worth what I spent on it, but... I'm gonna leave that open. Oh, it doesn't have a symbol anymore. Spirits Theory and Practice. The enigmatic Miles Creighton, researcher into the unexplained, gave us the following 5 fundamental traits of spirits. Typically confined to the room in which they died, cannot be harmed or manipulated through physical mechanisms, have been known to assail the living, sometimes causing paralysis, exercise limited influence over the physical world, i.e. making small objects float. Visible only in mirrors or to those who are highly spiritually attuned. Which is me. I'm spiritually attuned now because I'm cursed. I'm super cursed right now. Let's go. Why me? Oh, that's a ghost. Ah! Can't open it! Ah! Ah! Go away! That'll stop the ghost. Oh. Oh, this is the room with the gun guy.
Priscilla? Hold still now. Oh, Lord Mustin, I failed you.
Okay. Oh, Stafford. Groundskeeper. Stafford forgot to set the traps again, and now the head's maze is positively crawling with vermin. Okay, poison antidote. I killed the maid here. Yeah. Now that you've acquainted with magic, I have a favor to ask. There is a powerful artifact in the Mostin mausoleum that may be the key to escaping the dream. The last person I seen there was the butcher surgeon. He's a repugnant man my father hired to help with research in the dream. I've heard he was seen in the mausoleum recently, searching for corpses to anatomize. He spends most of his time in the basement, studying corpses in the kitchen. As you are much more able with magic than I, can you venture down there and see if you can find anything out? Be careful, he's truly odious and unpredictable man. I guess. Am I finding these because I'm cursed now? There are several well-known techniques to deal with rogue or unwanted spirits. Warding candles while lit inhibit their movement. Carefully observe the ghost and sneak past it. Fearing the holy energy of our Lord, spirits can be stopped and pushed by holding out a Bible. Photographing a spirit will capture it, leaving behind cursed energy on the floor. Curiously enough, warding candles also inhibit the movement of enchanted armor. This is a clear sign that a spirit is the animating force behind such magic. In 1874, Alfred was invited along on a diplomatic tour of the Ottoman Empire. Seeing an opportunity to ingratiate his children to the aristocratic class, he brought Peter and Priscilla along. Peter Mostyn returned from the trip alone. Both Alfred and Priscilla died of fever in Constantinople. Having brought both his father and sister home in crates, Peter was already a broken man at 28. He lived quietly, opening Mostyn House to the occasional privileged guests traveling to or from eastern Wales. Can I buy anything from you? Yes, I can. Okay, so, what do I want? 5% speed doesn't seem like that much. Health and bleed tolerance does seem good. %20 spell damage is a lot, but I don't have spells. Candlestick that appears perfectly normal. However, it has been enchanted to create a small cloud of flame when waved in the air. Though it provides a method to cast a spell with no materials, the damage is low unless used by an expert witch. Well, the spell toll is too much. You're just not weird enough yet, child. 15 curse damage on use. That's a lot. So, it's looking like the pipe, the life ring, the grandfather clock. I can do the grandfather clock key and the pipe. I could also use the grandfather clock with the door hex. Just put it on the door to a room and then activate the clock and hide. Seems like a pretty good idea. Don't worry about that. Warding candles are actually pretty cheap. So it costs all 3 colors of candles to make, which would be 3 coins. But the warding candle is 2 coins. That's nice. I think I buy the pipe. Yeah, let's buy the grandfather clock key. And I'll buy a pipe. It doesn't do any bleed, but it hits pretty hard. Sometimes that's all you need. Alice dress. Oh. I don't think I can change outfits here. No, I can. Old Alice in Wonderland costume originally made in 1876 for Margaret Blackett's 15th birthday. The likelihood of the wearer receiving half damage increases with additional luck. 2% chance of having damage received. Lightweight. Receive 2% less physical damage. -1 speed? Yeah, -1 speed. That's whatever. Okay. We're Alice now. Alright, what do you need? 2 corrupted fingers. Have at it. One item remembrance slot. I want to remember... kind of want to remember the shield. Actually. I get 2 things. Let's do the shield and whatever my best weapon is. I kind of assume the cleaver is your default weapon. Like they give it to you at the start of every run. Could be wrong. Hello? I swear, the church was this way, but there's only a wall. Oh, do forgive me. Sometimes I forget that I'm in this damnable shadow world rather than the real one. I am Vicar of St. Eli's. Eli's? The nearby parish church. Ellie? Or at least it used to be nearby. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen it. Never mind that. You've been in the house recently? Positively reeking with evil, isn't it? As a warrior of Christ, I had once thought to save the poor souls in there. Now I wish only to escape. You may think it cowardly, but spend a few more nights here and you'll see. I see you staring at my lamp. I would be happy to give it to you, but I need proof that you're a valiant warrior of Christ and not in league with the foul beast in that house. Bring me the corrupted heart of one of those hefty, poison-spewing, sheet-covered abominations in there. Well, it's not from the sheet-covered ones, but I have a heart. Excellent, you are indeed worthy of this lamp. Use it well. Cool. Basement? The basement is absolutely boiling with sinful characters. For one, there's the first witch and her initiates. Do not, under any circumstances, be tempted to join her foul coven. I believe the dream is a test from God to see how we might behave given eternal life. Harnessing the power of demons to cast spells does not sound like the sort of activity that would please our Lord and Savior. Secondly, the foul butcher surgeon resides down there. A despicable man. I've seen him go in and out of the head's maze several times. He claims to be searching Moston Mausoleum for corpses to anatomize. What is his real intention? I don't know, but you should ask him if you see him. I found an Alice dress. I'm not quite sure if this is a reference to Madness Returns or the more recent Alice survival horror game. Or if it's just Alice in Wonderland in general. Who knows? I found it in a bag. It's mine now. The Moston Heads Maze used to be one of my favorite spots for contemplation. It seems to have been hexed recently, as I simply cannot find a way through it anymore. Seeing through such illusions requires one to be significantly cursed, something I personally cannot abide. Whoever is in there does not want visitors. Moston Mausoleum sits in the center of the maze. Perhaps whoever hexed the Heads Maze has discovered something there? In the dream, spirits are tricky fellows to deal with. One cannot even see them unless cursed, and being cursed is a rather unpleasant state to be in. In the real world, I'd rely upon my trusty Bible for protection, but in the dream, surprisingly, a camera is the best option. They say a photograph can capture a person's soul. Well, here in the dream, that seems to be true, at least for these damnable phantoms that flit about. Cameras are rare. I did see a girl about your age with one the other night, though. She took my picture and said she was going to sell it to the man in the mirror. Absolutely off her rocker, I think. She looked hideously cursed as well. No doubt she was seeing things. You need to be suitably cursed for the Heads Maze, eh? Heads Maze shopping list. Critical. Spirit twigs and warding candles. Useful. Camera and dry photographic plates. Bible. Cursed Explorer Ring. Ring of Perception. Okay. So. This is telling you the kind of things that you're going to need because of the kind of things that'll be here. So expect to get your ass cursed. I'm guessing Ring of Perception allows you to see things that Curse would allow you to see. Or perhaps something similar. And also Ghost. I feel like there's gonna be ghosts. I can't do much with ghosts. I don't know if the Hedge Maze was available in the demo. If it was, you didn't have the equipment necessary to actually navigate it properly. Permanent. Okay, it's permanent, so yeah, I can keep this. Lamps seem to burn indefinitely, never actually consuming the oil. Highly convenient, if unrealistic. Wrong room. Sweet Millie, dead girl. I still remember the trick. Open and close any door 3 times, then step through to the wrong room. Empty. I can't peek because it's so dark. Okay, it's got a sigil though, so I think this room is supposed to be safe. Curse Ward Ring. Receive 33% less curse damage. Death is inevitable, but we have a history of making the inevitable evitable, don't we? That's probably good. That might be enough to make the Evasion Codex give me 1 curse damage, which, with some higher stats, would be worthwhile. Seem in good shape. I know what you're thinking. Why would this gentleman and his dog be locked up if they hadn't done something nefarious? Surely this man murdered someone and his great beast of a dog dragged the body into a lake. Well, I can assure you we are merely the victims of a cruel jape, no more. My name is Felix, and this is my noble hound, Horace. If you would be so kind as to fetch the rusty cage key, I'm sure we can be of great use to you. Do you have the rusty cage key? I'm sure it was tossed somewhere smelly and disgusting down here. Projectile ring? Copper ring in good condition, a 16th century copy of a ring said to be owned by Robin Hood himself. Peter, look at this fine lot of rings I've bought. It says here this one was owned by the historical Robin Hood. Surely he was real, like King Arthur? All myths have some basis in fact, yes? 20% projectile damage. It's alright. I don't have any projectiles right now. Potentially good. Case notes. Officer Roland Bryce, Monmouthshire Constabulary, 28th of July, 1881. Investigating the potential murder of Peter Mostyn, 35, and possibly forged will leaving family estate to American physician Robert Blackett. Estate staff reports Peter appearing pale and sickly for nearly a full year before death. Peter had been a severe alcoholic for 7 years following the death of his father and sister. Dr. Robert Blackett and his daughter Margaret had been living in Boston for 3 years. Estate staff report no conflicts between them. Unsubstantiated rumors of an intimate relationship between Peter and Margaret. Coin purse. Cloth coin purse dyed red with blood and powdered organs. Normally all possessions are lost upon death in the dream, but this purse will safely preserve 10 coins. Her room reeks. I think she's been making more of those disgusting little pouches. Saves 10 coins upon death. Okay. So this treasure's permanent, so I assume, yeah, I'm able to store 10 coins and bring them through. That's good. That's enough to buy a ring or something. Hide? Yes, speaking is doing wonders for me. Okay, another safe room. Lucky. Mr. Roland Bryce. 29th of July, 1881. History of Dr. Robert Blackett. Made a fortune as a talented physician in Boston treating unusual cases. Took a trip to China in 1860, possibly to avoid war in U.S. Left China for England, bringing half-Chinese daughter Margaret with him, mother unknown. Unsubstantiated rumors of heavy opium usage. Met Peter Mostyn in 1878. Robert and Margaret move into Mostyn House. 3 years later, Peter dead and Robert owns Mostyn House. Rather convenient for him. Ah, you must be Nightingale. I've heard wonderful things about you from my daughter, Margaret. I'm Dr. Robert Blackett. I do apologize for not coming to visit you sooner. Oh, I see you staring at my head wound. Nothing to worry about. Cut my head open on a low doorway. We old men bleed so easily. I'm afraid you've caught me at a bad time, as I must be heading upstairs. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to get acquainted here in the dream. For now, feel free to use my laboratory. You seem like a clever girl, so I'll let you borrow my basic lab manual. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Nightingale. What a nice guy. Here we go. Now we can make projectiles. Tonic heals. So I have plenty of jars. So I should definitely make 2 tonics. Highly corrosive acid in a jar has a large splash radius, so anyone throwing this jar is advised to not be too close to their target. Acid has proved a most effective tool against the undead, but the sight of melting flesh is most unpleasant. 30 damage. Jar of foul-smelling poison. Throw it carefully as it has a high splash radius. I have not managed to get a microscope working properly in the dream, but I suspect the toxic mechanism of these plants to be identical identical to that of the miasmic clouds produced by the corpses. I feel like I should make acid. Actually, poison slows, doesn't it? That could be okay. I think I'll make one of these at least. Yeah, maybe two. I'll make two of each. Roland Bryce, 30th of July, 1881. The autopsy has ruled Peter's death was alcoholic. Cardiomyopathy. Although the performing doctor notes some irregularities. The transfer of Mostyn House to Robert Blackett following Peter Mostyn's untimely death is suspicious. However, given all of Peter's immediate family is deceased, it's not so unusual as to be implausible. It is this officer's opinion that this investigation should be closed. See? He's fine. I mean, if he's clean enough for the cops. Is he on the bed? He went outside. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Ugh. Dodging too much. Stop it. Saw me. Guy can move. Alright, well. Good news is still have my pipe and my shield. Nice. Can stun lock him. At least I think so.
Who this now?
It's not clear how, but Peter became so enamored with two such travelers that he would end up bequeathing Mostyn House to them. They were the American physician Robert Blackett and his half-Chinese daughter Margaret. Robert Blackett? Yeah. Nearby Monmouth residents reported Peter looking increasingly pale and in poor health in 1880. In 1881, Peter, the last surviving member of Alfred Mostyn's family, died suddenly of a heart failure. Although foul play was suspected, especially after his will revealed that Mostyn House was to be left to Dr. Blackett, there was no concrete evidence. Kind of want to try the door thing, but I need a red candle. Yeah, I do have 10 ring or 10 coins. Oh, yeah, close that. Because it had relatively modern plumbing, gas, lighting, and plenty of space, Mostyn House was reopened as a private cholera clinic in 1883. It received the occasional wealthy guest, but keeping the house clean and running was too expensive for the operation to turn a profit, and ultimately was shut down just 5 years later. In 1888, the Blacketts joined the burgeoning private asylum business, which was a smashing success. Gentry from the Midlands pounced on the opportunity to send their troublesome children and misbehaving wives to Mostyn Private Asylum for rehabilitation in the beautiful estate. Would they be so eager if they knew the dark history of the house? They probably would. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the windows are cracked, or the mirrors are cracked now. Good evening. What do you got? Burnt ring, 50% less fire damage. Swift ring still. Low damage, max curse tolerance. I mean, this actually is pretty good. Your current, like your starter curse tolerance is 50, so that's a 50% increase. Not really taking fire damage right now. Curse isn't really a problem because I'm not using spells a lot, but I'm sure it will be later. Maybe I should have kept the cleaver. Yeah. $23. This thing's expensive. They seem to think it's pretty good at least. Stops bleeding. There's some red wax. Swift? What? For free? Nice. Spot of tea. Oh hey, it's the guy with the gun. Give me the gun.
Peter? So many years. Perfect aim. Shouldn't dare. Oh, Alfred, I'm sorry.
Five health and 5 speed. 35 health. What's my total health? 60? Ooh. Get one of these. Let's... I think one of my remembered items needs to be a weapon. I'm willing to give up the shield. I don't know. I'm thinking about giving up the shield for the Swift Ring. But I don't know, shield seems really good. As expensive as the Swift Ring is, I just don't know if 5 speed is really doing much for me. So... That said, the shield really isn't doing much for me until I get out of this basement. Maybe I should try opening the wrong room. Outcast Diary, 1885. Yes, I'm a Calvinist, but that's not so unusual, not compared to the occult games that unholy doctor and his mongrel daughter have concocted. It was not my fault that I was stricken with cholera, but it is my fault that I dragged myself from the irresistible grace of Christ into this den of debauchery. But I could not stand the putrid waste pouring from my mortal frame 1 minute longer, so here I am. Is this about the guy in the garden? Each night I explore the boundaries of this magnificent and horrifying gift. I am eternally grateful to Dr. Blackett. Though he claims he does not believe in God, it is plain he has been chosen to do his work. Clumsily, the previous inhabitants of the house exposed the dream to magic. Cosmic concepts have been cloaked in the false vocabulary and childish sigils of 17th century charlatans. It will take decades of study to properly harness this magic. Thankfully, I have plenty of time. Make a tonic. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted tonic jar be there. Be there. Ow. I've entered the wrong room. Oh, this place sucks. Robin Hood's ring. I feel like the corpses are a timer. So let's... Ooh, cleaver. Get out of there. In fact, I'm gonna use a warding candle. There you go. Probably should have done that in here. Oh, I was peeking. What's this guy? Ah! Ow. Yeah. Little wretch. Filthy wretch has found a way to animate his creepy little dolls. Okay. So sometimes you'll just find, dolls that are, scavenging corpses. Pottery shard. Progress is slow. I have no pupils. The dream has become overrun with disgusting, disease-ridden corpses. That wretched butcher surgeon turned the dream into a nightmare and now has the audacity to linger here. He claims Dr. Blackett hired him, but I cannot believe God would mislead one of his chosen ones. We need fresh inhabitants, free of disease, with minds open to Christ's wonders. Photographic dry plate. Okay. Hey, man. Phantom's ring. It's a curious ring. That's a ring. When the wearer is over 50% cursed, a faint violet glow appears around their feet. Their footsteps become much harder to hear. Perfect for surreptitious activities. It stays enchanted because of these little sigils etched into it? How clever! Huh.
Must be careful with fire.
How can I go on?
Okay, we got 2 more full heals. Curiously, there's no handle. Oh, it's the corpse again. Ah. Oh, I'm out of here. Bye, everyone. Oh man. I guess medkit? Oh good, there's a ward here. Heart? For sure. Easy. Alright. What are we remembering? Probably a Swiftering. Maybe the cleaver. Maybe a tonic. Maybe the dry plate? They seem to be hard to come by. She produced the most haunting photographs. Claims they are real ghosts. Looks like somebody wearing a rag over their face to me, but I won't deny they're quite stirring. We'll take the Swiftering for now. Hey, you. Ah, Nightingale. Sorry for our earlier misunderstanding. I am the First Witch, and I run the Sororal Order of the Initiated. The filthy wretch and I, though careful and often perilous experiments, have come to understand much about the dream. I bestow this knowledge on worthy young initiates such as yourself. How do we train you? This will sound a bit macabre. The blood and vital organs of the dream's inhabitants hold tremendous power. By offering them in ritual to the entity that controls the dream, the body may be permanently strengthened. Additionally, worthy initiates are given special gifts as they ascend in the ranks. In fact, you will receive a special gift after your very first offering. Here's a hunting guide and an offering list you can refer to. I look forward to working with you to unlock your full potential, Nightingale. And it comes with a free Frogurt. The Frogurt is also cursed. Offering? Yeah, sure. Oh, what do I want? Ooh, what do I want? Health? Curse tolerance? Or resistances? Health. I mean health. Like it's health, right? Now, don't get me wrong, curse tolerance seems like it's probably pretty good. Like it's basically an MP. but, eh. Congratulations on your first offering. Your reward is a key that unlocks our network of secret passages. The bookshelf in this room connects directly to another part of the house. Very convenient. Your next reward will be at level 5, an advanced grimoire that will let you create new spells. I look forward to your next offering, Initiate. Yes. Let's get more health. I need a corrupted heart again. You find yourself running out of foes to harvest organs from. You need to begin a new night. All of your targets will be revived to be hunted once more. Dying is one way to start a new night, but it comes with obvious downsides. Search for another blue bookshelf and you might find a different way. The curse is a glimpse into the traumatized heart of the dream. With its heightened perception, many strange and wonderful truths are revealed. One may even locate gateways between disparate worlds. You might try gazing into a mirror while terribly cursed. It's the only way to meet the man in the mirror. I do hope you will come to appreciate the mad artistry of whatever celestial entity controls the dream. Be careful around other initiates. Some have lost their minds, and some have turned their back on the sororal order. The casting of spells and becoming repeatedly cursed takes a toll on one's sanity. Only the truly strong-willed can ascend the ranks of the order. I recommend strengthening your tolerance to the curse to avoid any issues. I was once a stranger to the dream, like you. My title is accurate. After learning the occult arts from the filthy wretch, I became the dream's first true witch. I believe I am still alive in the real world, although it becomes harder and harder to know for sure. It doesn't matter much to me, because I have so much important work to do here. The filthy wretch and I are collaborating on an experiment of sorts. Through careful application of offerings and blood, permanent changes can be made to the dream. We're still early in our research, but I'll be sure to let you know how we get on. Secret passage. Where's it go? Back to my room? Okay. We have unlocked fast travel. One. Got a one.
Is any of this real? Another one. Fancy yourself a knight? You've gone mad. You're a bricky.
Got her. An initiate. Can't help it if some lose their way. Exploring the curse is not for the weak. So we have a 1. Oh, hello. Bye.
can I go on?
Eight.
They're all dead. Another one.
Ooh.
You bricky one.
Zero. Sweet Millie, dead girl. In the dark, I can almost see her. Our number game. West to east in white lead. The other two are where we laid our heads. Oh, 081. Yeah, did it. Okay, with the power on, hopefully that means I can swap back to shield. Ooh. Moonless, formless paths connect the past and the present. Light this candle to open a path. So long as you do not leave this room, death will return you to this moment. Body is too weak to activate the shrine. Purge your body of negative status effects and heal yourself. Oh. How much am I missing? Like 50? 47. So Hearty Roll would heal me. First aid kit would heal me. Tonic jar. We'll do tonic jar, I think. That's a bell. You must be the new boy. Just so you're aware, the last boy died of sepsis. You did not listen carefully to my instructions. This patient is dying. I need you to run to the laboratory and craft a tonic jar. Okay. You may just be of some use, boy. What do you want? I do have a name, of course, but I'd rather not sully my reputation in the real world. Finding work has been difficult for an old-fashioned craftsman like myself. So I've had to do things I'm not proud of. That bloody fool Joseph Lister has turned the art of surgery into a complete farce. Dr. Blackett offered me top pay for a simple job. Each night I was able to deliver to him fresh corpses and dissect them. He claimed he was starting a medical school, but there were no students. The bodies were to be anatomized in front of a curious window, the observer cloaked in shadow. A few nights later, when I awoke in the dream, the truth was made clear. I had been hired to introduce the dream to the mechanical operations of the human body. Now I stay on, assisting Dr. Blackett, yes, but performing my own investigations as well. The dream affords me the rare opportunity to study the human body in exacting detail. Each night the dead are reanimated anew, so one can truly practice in a way impossible in the real world. When I first arrived in the dream, I performed many an experiment on willing subjects. Well, mostly willing, I think. Progress requires sacrifices, no? For instance, I spent a few weeks slicing one gentleman's Achilles tendon in a different way each night. As you can imagine, he grew stark raving mad, but by the end I was able to consistently repair that hobbled foot. Don't even get me started on what I've learned about the brain. I believe I'm still alive in the real world, and that in a few more nights I'll awake as usual. Initially I had only the faintest memories upon waking, but over time I have learned to retain more. As soon as I awake, I pick up a scalpel and retrace what I have practiced in the dream. Additionally, I believe there's a way to escape the dream at will, but I certainly won't tell you about it, my little secret. Also, if I ever hear of you sneaking around Moston Mausoleum, I will cut your eyes out. Okay. Moston Mausoleum? Oh, I see you're not the new boy. You're a puppet. I'm going to snip your strings.
Ah, there you are.
Oh!
Come here, child. Oh, glorious, my ass.
Okay.
Here she is. Come here, child.
Wow, that does so much.
Check for supper, lady. I have you now.
Wow, this guy sucks. Oh, there we go. Another remembrance slot.
I'm seeing things. I've been here too long.
Maybe the cleaver.
They're all dead.
Party roll. You know what? Well, I need to make
Is
a
any
red
of
scroll,
this real?
and then I would take that with me.
I've been here too long. Another one. You're a bricky one, aren't you? Fancy yourself.
Lock is broken. Oh. We're on the other side of this room. Oh! I want no part in that. Alright, well... I guess... What do we do then? I have a lot of gold. So I can... I can buy something to keep. It looks like poison and bleed resistance are actually very good against the boss. Or just buying a lot of first aid kits. Possibly just throwing stuff at him is good. I might just ignore the boss for now and go to the hedge maze. I think the real next step though is to keep leveling up. I do have plenty of gold. Plenty of coins. I guess the play... So crafting a tonic costs 3 coins. Between the jar and the herb. First aid kit costs 5. But it's probably what I need to do. I don't want to buy a ring unless I'm going to actually keep it. I wonder if there's a strat where you place down a warding candle and then you go in with the apprentice candlestick. So you do candlestick, cursed explorer ring. I should probably just buy the Cursed Explorer ring, just in general, and remember it. Yeah, I should do this for the hedge maze, if nothing else. Let's buy that. Candlesticks, 5 coins. We'll just get that. I can make 3 tonics, so let's buy first aid kits. Warding candle. I want... Actually, I think I just want blue scrolls to get extra health. Well, I don't know. It's not going to stop me from getting statused. And blue health is like a shield, so it's not going to be healed with the first aid kit. But it will protect me. I could also use it to talk to the man in the mirror. Let's just do with this. I'm at the first switch. Be cautious around her. She's highly secretive and exerts a high degree of control over her initiates. Oh, human fingers. The very fate of the world is at stake? No one told me that. I do want to kill this guy for his heart. Nice. Beast zombie. Corrupted heart. The dream is usually quite accurate, so why are they so hideously distorted and enlarged? get a heart. Another heart. There's two of them? Rather try to fight this girl. Gross. Oh, she left it on the floor. Oh, Lord. Giant maid, Tara. Corrupted liver. I hear her whispering and stomping about at all hours. Minus 50% fire resistance. I don't know. Oh yeah, you hit curse rot and things just start getting really distorted. I need... Not you. No, not here either. There we go. To make tonics. Probably... I can make paralysis jar. Paralysis is suspiciously effective in the dream. Perhaps Peter put those Eaton acting skills to use when demonstrating it. Etten? Success useful for stopping the undead long enough to give him a good thrashing. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna go hard on this guy. Is her goop still on the floor? Yes. No. No! I hate this. That's real unfortunate.
Here she is.
Oh, that does not go as far as I thought. Okay. Okay, never mind. Those things are great. What the heck? After searching, corrupted heart. My father hired him for some anatomization help. Some anatomization help. Dreadful man. Is that all I got? The heart? Oh. Permanent offering. Tear-shaped drop of blessed blood shed only by those who once made an offering at a remembrance shrine. Can be dropped to a remembrance shrine to remember an additional item. Dipping your hand in that pool of blood has consequences. You are forever changed. Is that not new? Right idol eye. The right eye to an ancient stone idol. Small glimmering lights can be seen within. Name your price. We will pay it. I will find a way to transport this home if it kills me. Treasure? Servant's bathroom. Oh, that's the door that has no handle. That's where the key is for the cage. Short cloth permanent headwear. Missed this. Received 25% less poison buildup. Well, that would have been nice, huh? Short cloth to drape over one's face. Though it won't fool any undead, it does create a menacing appearance and provides protection against poisonous vapors. I'm not going that way. Oh yeah, my knife! Right, multiple knives. Did I throw 2 or 3? Oh yeah, the mini-map. Forgot about that. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I got from the boss. I got a extra slot. Let's remember the corrupted liver. I don't want to fight that thing again. Emma's been playing cruel japes on the older corpses, decorating them with lanterns and armor, making them battle each other. Absolutely no respect for the dead. The original cholera victims have slowly grown larger over the years. Their bodies have become twisted and grotesque, almost inhuman. Is the dream forgetting what they originally looked like? Yeah, corrupted hearts aren't too bad. It's mostly like the liver is unique so far. I also still can't decide if I like the cleaver or the pipe more. I'm leaning towards the cleaver now. Yeah, I don't know. Pipe's pretty good. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that thing and a ghost. It's not gonna happen. You killed the butcher surgeon. That's tremendous news. I'm not one to celebrate the death of a fellow human being. But the butcher wasn't quite human, was he? You should proceed at once to Moston Mausoleum with that object you found. It must be some sort of key. The mausoleum can be found deep in the hedge maze. Some of the paths through the maze may be invisible to the naked eye. You'll need to be sufficiently cursed to see through the illusions. Oh. Guess that's what we'll do. But not now. Now, I need sleep. Just quit straight to desktop. Alright.